He's an anxious boy. What can I say? I don't know. It's gonna get better than that. Do I sound exhausted? Because I feel exhausted.
It's just a classic feel-good summer read.
It is reformer time. I don't even know what day this is.
Do it again.
I don't know. It's gonna get better than that. Officially, good morning. I don't think I've really talked to you. I may have said something about Pilates. I was like, wear color, Ashley. Do something different. And it's weird. Anyhow, taking Linus to the vet. I'm really hopeful it is just allergies. Pretty positive. The vet thinks that we are helicopter parents, and to be honest, I mean, we are, but he's a very sensitive boy. The guy's allergic to everything. Almost every type of protein. He's on a special diet. So we're just very careful. But he woke up sneezing, which is rare for him. He usually sneezes like when he's trying to play or get our attention, and it's usually in like a very cute way. Now, like, very clearly more than that. So we are taking him to the vet, and then I just have a ton of client stuff to do. It is the last week of the month, so I have a lot of clients. Actually, I have one client who has quite a number of hours to use up. I don't think she'll use all of her hours, which is fine. She's a relatively new client. Like, this is her first full month. We're still kind of getting used to one another, if that makes sense. Kind of learning each other's style and whatnot. And then two of my other clients have like huge things going on right now. One has a huge milestone in their business, which is really exciting. And she added on an additional meeting for this afternoon. I haven't done my eyebrows. So I have that. And then I just have a client who does a lot of consulting. She like has so many projects going. I've learned a lot about like permitting and city requirements and like submitting paperwork and whatnot, and what different jurisdictions require. So I mean, I've learned a lot, which is cool, because this is like not the normal stuff I do, but she's great. So ambitious, really cool. Working with her has been nice. Something I have come to realize is like, working for myself is great because moments like this, I get to take Linus to the vet when he needs to, and I can work my schedule around whatever. Awesome. Other times, like, I only get paid if I'm working. So that's where like the freelance stuff is kind of hard. You know, it's not like, it's not set up in the same way of like, oh, I can take a sick day, or it's not like I can show up to work and be like, well, if I give it 100%, I get paid this amount if I'm just a warm body. We've all had those coworkers who are just there, and you're like, how come they're getting paid the same, maybe even more, and here I am doing all the work? That is something to consider. You know what? That is as good as it gets. I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to go get Linus ready, pick up my best friend. I don't know how much I will be filming because we're going to the vet. That's kind of weird, but we'll see. I'll take you with me. Oh, good boy. Excuse me, sir, did you unbuckle yourself while we were on the road? Uh-huh. All right, let's go in the house. Yeah, you're so proud of yourself, huh? I am home from the vet. They have a rotation of vets, and we got the one that we wanted. That sounds terrible. We got a very, very nice vet. But that means I'm just getting a later start to my day. Wow, too many things. Okay, just got home from the vet. She thinks it might be an upper respiratory infection, so we're gonna start with treating that. I have a lot of work I need to get done. I have a lot of stuff that could be done today. Need to sign in today, blah, blah. I have some stuff I need to bust out today so I can get things done. Then I need to take Linus for a walk. While the weather is nice and it's not 90 degrees, we should capitalize on being able to go for a walk. Plus, I could use a walk. I look crazy. But there's just some stuff I need to get done. I also need to prioritize doing one thing at a time, apparently. I am struggling. Went to the vet. They think Linus has an upper respiratory infection. We were given a antibiotic that we have to give him twice a day. Hopefully that clears it up. If it doesn't, they'll have to like mildly sedate him and then basically stick what they said was a cone up his nose and like deep dive in there and see if there's something stuck in there. We need to keep him away from other dogs, grass seed, tall grass, anything like that. Anything that like particles can get in the nasal cavity, gotta keep him away from it, which is fine. I mean, the boy's so anxious, he doesn't like other dogs, so not gonna be a problem. But I have a ton of work to do. I've got a meeting this afternoon. I'd like to bust some stuff out before I have to jump on with a client here in 15-ish minutes. So let's do that. Much better. Perfect. Mark that off my list. Just got back from a walk. I have my protein Diet Coke here. I'm gonna bust out a little bit of work. It is so warm. It is 82 degrees now. Wow, this is quite the look. Just got a message that her other meeting is going on. She will need 10 more minutes. So frustrating. She picked the time of this meeting. I scheduled the time. Supposedly now she is ready. Which is irritating. Hello. Okay, that was the longest meeting ever. I have 1,000 things on my to-do list. It's actually overwhelming. I don't even want to count what is on this to-do list right now. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at it. We're gonna walk away. We're gonna make dinner. We're gonna go take care of puppy. We're gonna go take care of puppy. We're gonna let that be. I don't even care. Let that be. We're gonna go make dinner. We're gonna go get some water. I don't think I drank nearly enough water today. I should probably look at this recipe because I've never made it. Granted, I've never had a defined dish recipe that stirred me wrong. So, you alright, bud? Chicken Dan Dan inspired noodles. Bring a large pot of water to boil in a deep skillet. Heat the oil, add the shallots, garlic, pepper flakes, cook, stir often, use... Here's the thing, I know you're supposed to read a recipe all the way through before you do anything, before you cook. It just feels like a lot of work, and I'm like, I'm smart enough, I can wing it, it's fine. I mean, there have been very few occasions when it's not been fine, so like, why now? Maybe not the attitude to take into this, but well, maybe I will get all of the ingredients laid out. I did, however, I was like pure shot of electrolytes. Holy hell. I do not know how people, oh my god. Okay, so it says to like empty it into a 16-ounce like bottle of water. How? Sometimes 40 ounces doesn't feel like enough. Cabinets open apparently. I'm gonna, ooh, yeah, that doesn't look great. It said rough chop the bok choy. Let's just do a little double check. Just some of like the ends are not really want. Ugh. Those moments where you're like, if I don't get in the shower right now, it's just not gonna happen today. I had that moment and I was like, capitalize on this. However, now in lies the problem of I now have to blow dry my hair, and today is the day. I have a call in an hour and 15 minutes. It's going to take at least 25 minutes to blow dry my hair. I just have a lot of hair. I'm sure there's studies out there saying this is terrible for you, but sometimes you just got to motivate yourself to get the everyday tasks done. I bribe myself to blow dry my hair. Also, one time my hairdresser told me about hair mold, and I've never been so terrified. Right now, I'm watching / listening to Giggly Squad. I've got it up on the iPad here. True iPad kid fashion. I'm sure someone will be like, and that is how you will lose your hearing. It's probably not the worst thing I've done for my hearing, but here we are. We are officially dry. That took about 27 minutes to blow dry my hair, and granted, like, I give myself a blowout. It looks great. And I had to take the shark off of the podium and bringing it in here because it's, well, summer. Also, if you can hear stuff in the background, it's the Roomba. Actually, it's not. It's a shark. It is the shark. We're a big shark family here, apparently. Got the shark fan, which is phenomenal. This is my second one. Solely because the last one that I had for a year, maybe 2 years, it started making a noise, almost like, it's not a propeller, but like the fan blade was hitting the outside circle, the encasement, so I like took it apart and cleaned it like how you're supposed to, not just like, I'm gonna take this apart to be that person. So I returned it, got it to Costco, returned it to Costco, bought a new one. These fans are amazing. They recharge, and I got a mister attachment for it. I've never used it, but I have it. Sunscreen. We're gonna do brows, maybe mascara, call it a day. Okay, it is 10:30. I've been a call at 11. I need to go prep for that, but also I'd like to go start the dishwasher. Yes, I did. No, I did. I looked at them. They're great. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm having leftover chicken dan dan inspired noodles, which are actually really good reheated, to be honest. I think I'm blowing up my business right now. I'm leaving my CRM platform because the price is going up and I just don't use all of the features of it. I'd like to. I just don't. I have until August 8th to figure this out. I don't know why I'm doing it right now. It'll be fine. Here I am still at my desk. What did my fireflies say that I need to do? I need to figure out the language on this. Many hours later, I am frustrated, overwhelmed, and just over it. So we're gonna make a box cake. God, she's loud. That's Sweatwana. Okay, let's get this in the oven before Sweatwana tries to sweep me up. Actually, she's mopping. Can you watch her? Okay, I don't understand her path. Okay. We're gonna do this. We're going to stop being irritated. I can't promise that. Hello, good morning. It is the next day, obviously, hence the good morning. It is still morning. Let's see. I am going to drop this. Ooh, yeah, gonna drop it. What have I done this morning? We took Linus for a walk. Humbubs. I submitted a grocery order, so I will take you with me to pick that up in a little bit and talk through our menu for the week. Feeling extra wiggly. Where's the bendy bus? Workout. I have some work to do. Avi. I'm not sure if I have 2 client calls at the same time. One is a reminder, but I think one of the, let me rewind that back. At 2 p.m. in my calendar, I have 2 things. One is a call that I moved up. It's normally at 3, moved it to 2 to accommodate this client's schedule. There's also a reminder in my calendar at 2 p.m. for another client to complete a task. However, the last 2 weeks we've met at that time to take care of that task together. So I'm wondering if she's thinking that it's an appointment. So I need to sort that out, but I was like, let's do something for me. Let's do this workout. And also, I would love to share, this is not getting better. I would love to share about some books later. I finished Till Summer Do Us Part, so cute. It is a really good summer fun read. And then I just finished an arc, started and finished it in one day. Choosing Forever by Hannah Cowan. It is the last book, book 5 in the Cherry Peak series. Emotionally destroyed. Like, I was crying. I should have kept a tally of how many times I cried. But we'll get to that later.
A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops with...
We are on our way to get groceries. You might ask who the we is. Now, yes, I am aware he should be in the back seat. I know that's the safest place for him. However, on our way home from the vet the other day, he miraculously unbuckled his seatbelt. I'm going over the bridge and my car is like sounding the alarm. It gets so loud when someone takes off a seatbelt. Like, at first it's like a cute little ding ding, ding ding. Like, you should put it back on. No. It gets crazy. I'm also just like stopped in traffic. And so this is real awkward. Can I put you there? It's not the worst place for you. Oh. Bubba, you're okay. I love you so much. And you are safe. And you are loved. And you are well cared for. Not exactly sure why I decided to bring Linus with me, other than he looked at me like he wanted to come. And I am a sucker for this boy. So here we are. The boy's got anxiety, okay? We all do. But he's an anxious boy. What can I say? Is this a Toyota commercial? I feel like it's a Toyota commercial. Also, I think it's really like disarming. He looks really cute out the window and people like to wave and like say hi to him when we stop, and he's just like, no, I want none of that. It has been an adventure. I've also been in the car for nearly an hour round trip to get groceries. Traffic is particularly heinous. There is construction everywhere. Linus, do not put my car into trail mode again. I don't actually know what that button does. Just made eye contact with someone. This isn't awkward at all. Oh, yeah, Kissel, come on over. Nothing would make me happier. Liney, you need to stay there. Oh, you want to come over too? Ford Escape? I am sorry about the noise. I am sorry about the dark. If it was up to me right now, we would stay in the dark. We would go take a nap. However, I'm realizing I just got back from grocery shopping and it is garbage day. Therefore, I need to clean out the fridge before I put things back in it. Do I sound exhausted? Because I feel exhausted. We're having this tonight. Salmon. I really am in the dark, aren't I? Let's discuss menu for this week and undo groceries. Feels like the symbolic changing of the guard. The kale I did not eat last week. I really just want to shut down, just in general. Just like, turn me off, power me down. Yep, good boy. And I've got some ground chicken, both for like a protein pizza. I found this recipe off of TikTok. No, I'm just yawning. This is so low energy, I apologize. I found this recipe that is like a chicken and cheese base. It sounds terrible. I will make it. But it's literally
ground chicken, a bunch of seasoning, and cheese, Parmesan, mozzarella, and then you bake it and so it turns to really thin, crispy crust, and then you top it with like crunchy romaine cold salad, and then a like homemade ranch. Delicious. Meat going in. Romaine, green onion. Gonna make a bulgogi meatball situation. It's delicious, reheats well for lunch. Always a fan favorite. I say fan favorite, it's just this household. I've got some uncooked tortillas. Typically I get these at Costco. It's a better deal, but alas, here we are. I'm gonna do 2 different kinds of tacos. One will be the salmon, and then another one will be a spicy avocado, which is delicious. And I was gonna just get cabbage and cut it myself, but it was twice as expensive and way more cabbage than I need. So angel hair coleslaw, green cabbage it is. Cilantro, because what is a weekly grocery run without cilantro? Some feta, because I think the block feta is better than the pre-crumbled. I was thinking about doing a halloumi. Oh, there should be some halloumi in here. A halloumi and hummus bowl situation that also reheats fine, easy to put together, that sort of thing. Into the cheese drawer. Laney Piney, do you want some string cheese? The answer is yes. We have to tone down the cheese, because when we went to the vet, you've gained 6 pounds in 3 months. That kale is for a sweet potato creamy tahini salad. It's really good. It has avocado on top. It has pomegranate. It's really good. It's just one of those things that's been on the menu for every week for the past like 4 weeks. I just keep throwing away and rebuying kale. Can't be the only one who does that sort of thing. And then just some pantry restock. Some green enchilada sauce, orzo, linguine. Thank you for coming. Well, before I end out before I end out this video, I just wanted to recap 2 books that I've read this week. One I showed you a little bit of, Till Summer Do Us Part by Meghan Quinn. Here's the thing, I read a book and then immediately gone. I'm trying to think of those characters' names. Actually, I do remember. Her name is Scotty. His name is Wilder. That was actually really hard. I'm actually impressed I remember that. I read Till Summer Do Us Part. Very cute, very fun. It is a standalone rom-com. It is set in New York, but also takes place at a camp. Here's the backstory. Girl gets a divorce. She moves to New York.
Starts a career. She is determined that everything's going to be different. Everything's going to be better. Life does. And like a lot of brads and chads, if you will.
She's got 24 hours to find a husband. Luckily for her, she borrows her best friend's brother. Tropes are fake marriage, forced proximity, best friend's brother, and a little bit of enemies to lovers. There's a lot of animosity, especially there at the beginning. I am a huge Meghan Quinn fan. I think she does top tier banter. It's always really funny. It's always a good time. If you've never read her books before, this would be a good place to start because it is a one-off. There's no other series or characters that you have to know going into this story. It's just a classic feel-good summer read. Okay, the next book I want to talk about is Choosing Forever. It is the 5th and final book in the Cherry Peak series by Hannah Cowan. First and foremost, I read this entire book in one day. It was so good. So this is a like very angsty second chance romance situation. It's a lot. But we also get to see a lot of the back and forth. So we get to go back 12 years and see them when they were still together. Then we come back to the present day when they're forced to work on a project together, a little forced proximity. Then we go back 10 years, and then we come back, and then we go back and forth. It's actually done pretty well. I've read a lot of books that go back and forth in time, and it can be like really jarring. In this instance, it was really well done. It shaped the story really well. But when I tell you, I like boo-hoo sobbing tears, it wasn't cute. I love this book. I love this series. I love this author. Highly recommend. Linus has fully given up. He says it's nana time. If you want to follow my book stuff, I'd love to have you there. I'd like to grow that community a little bit more. But I post on Instagram, occasionally on TikTok. I post reviews, Goodreads, StoryGraph, BookBub, that sort of thing. Everything will be in the description box down below of where to find me. I'd love to know what you're reading, if there's something I should read next. I read a lot. There's another arc that's coming out soon that I'm really excited about.